They just keep upping their game, fueled by MAGA tears. Up for more Newsom tweets? Thought so. This is now my 4th video on these because you guys like me reading them. So now there's a playlist. Once again, all credit goes to his team at the press office. This is not Gavin Newsom himself tweeting this, but again, this is a strategy that is being done in his name. So Gavin Newsom, not my favorite. This strategy, one of my favorites. I've talked about this more in depth in the previous videos. I think this is a strategy that Dems need to adopt. Less so the specific mocking of Trump himself, more so the understanding of like the internet, the joking, the fun, the simplicity, the clapping back, not being afraid to be unprofessional because professionalism has changed, whether you like it or not. There are literal professional meme makers on the right. This is an area that needs to be mastered if you want to be seen on the stage that audiences are actually flocking to. As for the reaction to these posts, you may have seen the right is freaking out, which if you know how to react to in this era of the internet, which is different from how Dems have historically done it, can just increase the fun. When people are outraged about ridiculous stuff, you gotta start laughing at them. You just gotta do it. Especially because the right's brand is outrage. But they somehow successfully became the side of outrage and laughing at outrage. Yes, it does actually make sense if you keep in mind that they are unscrupulous hypocrites. And this is just further illustrating that because you're getting all this fake outrage from people that celebrate when Trump does the exact same thing. But also, even outside the internet, this just points to another very unfortunate pattern that Dems have, where anytime the right points, screams, cries, Dems will scooch themselves over to the right just to get them to stop. They are the squeaky wheel that gets all the grease. They are the spoiled child that has never heard the word no. They are the appeased dictator. Literally, it's appeasement for inherent authoritarians. Have we learned nothing from history? Seriously. You gotta stop. Anyway, there's also a claim going around that Trump has stopped posting in all caps in reaction to this, and while it's a lovely thought, I do have to, sorry. Now, I will grant you this. He has not posted a long rant in all caps in a while. However, he hasn't always posted only in all caps. Most of his posts are not in all caps. And yes, you can take it from me. I'm the crazy lady with the whiteboard that did a whole breakdown of the Alcatraz and Hollywood tweets. Comedically, though it was a joke that they did not get. Best kind. Since this started, he's posted a couple of short things in all caps, and he does occasionally still flip into all caps for chunks of his long rambling posts. I will say I do believe that there is a decrease. So, you know, I do think it's a win. All right, on to the tweets. And real quick, just to be safe, don't forget to find me on YouTube. Starting out strong with be best. Uh-oh, is that a wink at the president's wife? Careful. And again, these are interspersed with more serious tweets with real information. They are not letting this drama go to waste. But also, we're seeing a bit of a tactical transition here, a smart one, so that this has more longevity, out of just straight mocking Trump into broader fun and trolling. And an important piece of this is that even in the more serious tweets, they're still keeping it sassy most of the time. For a crew that's always triggered, it's wild that they don't understand what a trigger is. California is only doing this because Texas pulled it first. They stop, we stop, simple as that. Up next, under Pete's genius military strategy, troops leading patrol at the food court. They recently dubbed Stephen Miller Voldemort, so in response to a tweet of his like crying about California and sanctuary cities, etc., a live look at Voldemort's hand. Why do I hurt all over Gavin Newsom? In response to most transparent admin in history, are you finally releasing the list? Gavin Newsom versus Donald Trump Jr. in high school, pick your fighter. Tough choice. One now leads the world's 4th largest economy. The other sells cell phones. See, Dems, there's a way of educating the masses and using factual information while also dunking on fascists. In response to Trump's latest covfefe, which was just a post saying, Bela, we broke Donald Trump! And then again, Donald, Tiny Hands, has written his autobiography this morning. Unfortunately, low IQ, he spelled it wrong. Beta. Soon you will be a fired beta because of my perfect, beautiful maps. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Having a lot more fun with the AI images. So nice. In a post by Trump where he did use very few caps compared to normal. Wow, very few all caps. Low energy. JD dance. A highly anticipated showdown. Responding to libs of TikTok that tweeted, great job, Gavin Newsom, with this photo again. Great job, Chaya. Okay, this is clever and a multi-parter. It took me a second to figure out what this was. First, this image. Kid Rock wants you to support Gavin Newsom. I accept. And then tagging Kid Rock. In response to a tweet about adding Trump to Mount Rushmore, someone photoshopped Newsom's face on and said Mount Gavin Moore. And they tweeted, bipartisan, wow, thank you. And then again, wow, what an honor on Mount Rushmore. Thank you. In response to this tweet whining about the AI Time magazine cover with Gavin Newsom in a crowd that was obviously making fun of Trump's fake Time cover, and the image of Trump as a king that the White House posted. Man, that whole no kings thing lasted about 5 minutes, didn't it? The joke. You. Beautiful California! Breaking. New reporting reveals the White House is in complete panic because they don't know how to respond to Gavin Newsom's growing popularity and energy. Oops. They're complaining about Newsom's press office tweets. Almost a week in and they still don't get it. Of course, last time we ended with the account calling Tommy Lahren Yelp for toilets. And she's, of course, here trying to call him ridiculous. Gavin Newsom tries to troll. Ultimate fail. Ultimate fail. Showing the ratio. In response to this guy claiming that it's false that the White House doesn't know how to respond to the Newsom tweets, time for a weather alert. Snowflakes. Once again, an epic fail by the White House. I think they're borrowing Tommy's language here. Thoughts and prayers. So this is a video. I can't include the music because I don't want to get in trouble, but it's Sarah McLachlan in the arms of an angel playing over, as you can see, a bunch of slow zooms of a bunch of times that the account ratioed MAGA, ending with wrong too soon and soon forgotten. Forget the southern border. The strongest wall Trump's ever built is his bronzer line. Okay, remember that Kid Rock post that I told you was a multi-parter? Here's the next one. I hate Kid Rock. Do you know what it is yet? Dana Ding Dong Perino, never heard of her until today, is melting down because of me, Gavin C. Newsom. Fox hates that I am America's most favorite governor, ratings king, saving America, while Trump can't even conquer the big stairs on Air Force One anymore. Trump has lost his step and Fox is losing it because when I type, America now wins. Thank you for your attention to this matter. New ballroom coming along nicely. That's an image of the California State House and then an AI image of a ginormous ballroom. In response to a quote about the White House pool report saying, quote, Trump is currently controlling the playlist. The Beatles, I'm a loser. In response to someone saying, it's so obvious that Gavin Newsom isn't the person actually tweeting from his account. It's some team he's hired, whatever. Something that, by the way, the press office team has been open about to publications. The Kennedy Center's janitor caught us. Okay. And finally, on the Kid Rock thing. Has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Kid Rock, he's no longer hot? Do you get it yet? In case you don't, this joke was rolled out over like a few days. This is a reference to the Taylor Swift progression. First, Trump used an AI image of Taylor Swift to act like she endorsed him. Then, when she endorsed Kamala, he tweeted, I hate Taylor Swift. And then, months later, he randomly tweeted, has anyone noticed that ever since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot? In response to Kristi Noem saying that the entire southern border wall would be painted black so it gets hot in the sun and it's harder to climb. This paint is specifically at the request of the president. It's childish, but it works. In response to the guy that calls the Kennedy Center janitor when he was like, guys, it's actually a team behind the account. He tried to pretend he cared about working class people. Stop making fun of working class people. Elitism is so ugly. Elitism is so ugly. HUD is English only. Vete a la chingada. They can sass bilingually. I seldom watch low-rated garbage man Greg Gutfield, but when I do, I marvel at the fake laughter on the show. It sounds like a bad laugh machine. It's so obnoxious and disgusting, just like him, always laughing no matter what is said. Real patriots hate it when Fox edits the tapes, puts garbage man Greg on. Fox ought to get smart and not use losers like this. Also, they shouldn't allow negative ads about me. Thank you. The White House, we don't think about Gavin Newsom. Also, the White House sends Politico real news, a meme about Gavin Newsom. Triggered, weak, sad. In response, this is good. In response to Eric Doherty saying, in another stunning embarrassment for Gavin Newsom, the chairman of Bed Bath & Beyond announces they will not open any retail stores in California. After their bankruptcy and closure of every store, like most Americans, we thought Bed Bath & Beyond no longer existed. We wish them well in their efforts to become relevant again as they try to open a second store. In response to Fled Cruz spewing nonsense, don't you have a flight to catch? And just to round this all out, in response to their thoughts and prayers video, this person said, is the intern posting this drunk, high, or both? They said, high-ranking, super senior deep state officials are posting these. We are very sober.